Hey guys, welcome back to part 6 of Wizard of War. Today we're going to get the coin door put together. We'll get that installed in the cabinet. We'll get the circuit board and all that stuff in. We'll get that bottom tray done. Probably the handles on the back. We'll try to get almost everything on the cabinet that we can. I brought in the monitor that we washed last week that came out of this game. The parts came this morning to rebuild the monitor. I have a new flyback here. I have a cap kit. I have a bunch of other stuff that I ordered too. I don't know what's wrong with the monitor yet, so I pretty much got all the parts I think that it will need to replace it. So now what I want to do is let's get this coin door put together. I have all the coin door parts on the table here. I have the PCB stack over there. I have the volume knobs over there, and then I have the RGB board, which I guess this has a different RGB signal than a normal one, so that must translate it or something for the monitor. I'm not quite sure how that works, but let me move over to here and I'll move the spotlight and we'll start putting this together. Okay, I should have everything I need here on the table. These are the original ones. They turned out nice, but I'm actually going to just put new ones in because the hardware from the original ones, they're still kind of rusty. So we're just save these. You can always use them for something in the future. So I think we'll start with putting those chutes on first, just to get these out of the way. And then this time we're going to do it differently. We're going to put the badge on before I put the CoinMex in. Be a little bit easier to get super glue in there than we did on the Tapper one. And I have a towel down. I remember on Journey or something, one of them I actually scratched that badge a little bit, but I don't think I had a towel. And one of these I just opened up is missing a nut, but I think I might have one. That sucks. I don't see it anywhere. I wonder if one of these nuts would fit. Nope, too big. Maybe. All right, I'm gonna have to go get another one of these new ones. I believe I still have a few more of these. I need to go get another nut. So I'll be right back after I get that nut. These ones are new. To be honest with you, the original ones might even look a little nicer. I'm gonna use the original ones. I'm gonna keep these new ones off to the side. The plating is a different color. We'll use the original ones, just use the new hardware. So let me go grab one more bolt. Or nut, rather. Okay. Let's put these coin chutes in. And I don't have a little nut driver this size, so I'm just using my needle nose pliers to tighten them up. I gotta get a nut driver that size. It's maybe like a 3/16. Definitely smaller than a quarter. Hopefully I can maybe just get this whole cabinet together on this video. Then we're just waiting on the wiring harness, and I got to rebuild that monitor. I might not be able to test that monitor until I get the wiring harness, or I unplug a monitor out of another game and run the wires to it and see if it turns on. Because it's dead right now. When I try to power it up, it does nothing. But like that, if you remember on the video where I cleaned it, that flyback has some stuff oozing out of the top of it. I don't know what that is. These little nuts are hard to get on sometimes. I gotta go grab a marker so we can mark the holes to drill into that badge. Okay. Let me go grab a marker. I want to get this on. And remember, on the last one, this is a sticky back, so once we drill the holes, we can kind of stick it into place. Grab my drill bits first here and see which size drill bit I need. I forget. (7/64) maybe it was. No, it's too big. 3/32. 3/32 seems to be the size. So let me go get a marker so we can mark the holes. I wonder if I should do this differently. Maybe I should stick this and then drill the holes from the back side. And what I'll do is I'll use like a 1/16 drill bit, and then I'll use the bigger one from the top down. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that. That might be a lot easier than the way I've been doing it. Because then they're all perfectly lined up. And I don't have to try to run the risk of being off a little bit, because I almost messed up on the tapper one. So let's peel the back of this, and we will just stick this into place where I think it's got to go. Trying to line it up here the best I can. And that looks pretty good. There is a protective coating on this one. That last one I did not have that. So that looks pretty straight. So now let's try it this way. Try not to drill through my finger. I have all DeWalt tools, but I went and bought Craftsman tools for the basement just to work in arcade games. They work pretty good, but I'll tell you what, this light here is in the worst location. That light does absolutely nothing. Doesn't even come close to shining to where you need it to. My DeWalt ones are down here on the bottom by the battery, and it shines up on an angle so you can actually see what you're doing. This is kind of frustrating. Okay, now we can come on the top side here and drill it with the right size, which is 3/32, and then I have my little rivets that we can glue in. This might be the easiest way of doing this now. I mean, I got a good deal on the Craftsman tools. I got to give them that. The vacuum down here again. So we'll peel this tape off, and we'll get these rivets put in. A little bit off. The holes are a little closer up here than they are down there, but it's not bad. It's good enough. Just throw this garbage down on the floor for now. Pick it up after. So now we can get our rivets and we'll glue them in. And I'm just going to glue them in from the back side this time, rather than doing it on the front. Once again, these little tiny rivets are available on eBay. There's a guy that's selling them. They're not super cheap, but they sure do look like the originals. They're hard to grab because they're so small. Okay, we're going to stick them all in this time, hopefully. They're hard to get in. The holes are so exact size. You got to have these things like perfectly up and down. One more. And hopefully we can flip this over and then them not all fall out. Okay. Spin it over here. Might have to keep my hand under there for a minute. Where did I put the super glue? Here it is. And we're just going to put a puddle of glue on the back side of these rivets. And once it sets up, we'll hold them nicely in place. Okay, I'm going to hold this for a minute. Actually, yeah, I'm going to hold it for a minute. I'll pause it while I'm holding it so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me hold the coin door. Okay, I'll let that set for a few minutes. So now we can put the, let's put the badges in for the 25-cent pieces. Peel off this protective coating. All these new parts and these new 25-cent pieces and painting the coin doors and everything make these things look so much nicer. This is our retainer that holds that in place. Here's our nut for it. I'm going to only put the top nut in because the bottom nut holds the light bulb in place. So we'll just stick this top one on for now. Maybe if I can get the nut on. Man, these little nuts are so hard to hold on to. Jesus. All right, let's do this next. Oh man, I have to go clean these. I thought I cleaned them for this but I need to clean these eject buttons. Okay, those are all cleaned up and oiled. That bench mount wire wheel on that grinder, that bench grinder, look at how nice that does. Just cleans all that rust and corrosion off. So now this coin meter here says 85,725 plays. Now obviously this game was converted from Wizard of War to Superman and to who knows what else. But if this is accurate and it worked the whole time, you're talking a little over $21,000 if you divide that by 4, if that sounds correct. That's a lot of money that one game would have brought in. Obviously, it's over a long period of time, but still, $21,000 for one arcade cabinet. I get it. It's from 81 or whatever it is, but that's crazy. That's a lot. So what we need to do now is we're just going to kind of set these here. What do I got going on here? The wrong way? Backwards. So we're going to just set these on here. We're not going to bolt them on just yet. We're going to get this other 25-cent badge, and then this is the bracket that holds that into place. It doesn't have a bracket like this one. And this is what I was trying to explain when we were putting together the Tapper coin door. I put my meter in the middle, but I don't know if Tapper had it on a bracket like this in the corner. I'm not sure, because obviously I did not have the original coin door that came with the cabinet. Original Midway coin door, but it just did not come with that cabinet. So we're going to set this in here. We're only going to put the top bolt in, or nut rather, at first, because we got to put the bulb on the bottom one. And now I'm going to fight with this one just like I did the other side. And this one's even harder because the coin meter is in the way. Got it. And this one has a test switch and a credit button that I do not have, which I have to find. So now we can bolt these in place. There's 3 bolts per side. These are just 1/4 inch, so we can use our little drill here. And this is nice because it's magnetic, so you don't have to worry about dropping them. Wonder if I could find one of these for those little nuts. I don't know that they make them smaller than 1/4 inch. Maybe if I order them. Okay, that's done. Let's put our hook on right here for our back door key. Got that on. Now we got to put our chutes in. This one's missing 1 screw, which I'll have to see if I can maybe find one eventually. And these ones are kind of loose. Hope you guys are liking these videos and they're helping anybody out that needs any help with this stuff. I did part 2 of Cubert this morning. We did the body work and primer on the cabinet. Now this goes in like that. We got to find more of those bolts out of here. Here's another one. I need 3 more. Or 2 more. 1 more. These were the original bolts that came out of the chrome coin chutes. If you look, they're kind of rusted still. I probably could have polished them up. I'm going to save them. I can always use them in the future. But I'll probably have to wire wheel them and hit them with the buffer and put some wax on them to try to get them to not tarnish like that again. I need 1 more of those screws. And I don't know if we were ever missing one or not. Oh, found it. So now we can finish putting on these 2 chutes. I gotta find a set of coin mechs. I don't have them. Didn't have any in the cabinet. These are our light bulbs. We need to run this one through the center of this, through the center of this one. That keeps the wires away from the coin going through the chute. Then we're going to put it like this and put our other nut on. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Definitely doing this with needle nose is definitely a lot easier than trying to start it with my finger. I gotta get new light bulbs for this too. I'll have to go in the back and get some. All these light bulbs and brackets and 25-cent coin things, I literally just bought a bunch of them. And it seems like every time I place an order or every couple orders, I'll order a few more because I never know what kind of games I'm going to go out and buy. And it's nice having, oh man, I put it in upside down. Now I got to take it back apart. That's what I get for not paying attention. So I always try to order extra of everything. Just like these bottle cap transistors and stuff. When I do a monitor, I always order extra. Like when I rebuild the monitor for this game, I don't know if those are even bad yet. I haven't taken them out to test them. And I always gotta re-look up how to test them because I always forget what leg does what on those. I know that usually the body of it is ground and then each side should be the same. I think it's the same measurement. Now I got this stuck in there. There we go. So I slid it through here upside down. So let's pull it back out of here, spin it that way, and then we can feed it through. And these light bulbs are can't read it. I think it's a 44. I don't know. I'll see if I can read the other bulb. Looks like GI 44. I don't know what voltage bulb that is. Because you got to watch some of these because some of these games, like Atari games, I think it's a 6.3 volt bulb. And I don't know if that's a 555 or a 555 might be a push-in. I don't know. I'm not real good at remembering those numbers. I know I have all the bulbs. I just don't remember the numbers offhand. I'm going to say these are probably 12 volt bulbs. And I think some of these bulbs can handle like 14.4 volts or something. It's so hard to try to remember all this stuff. In my opinion, that is. I'm sure if you've been doing it for 30 years, it's probably just nature to you. I've been doing this stuff for about 10 years now. And I'm still learning every day. There's always some obstacle. Okay, we got that one on. Let's get this chute installed. You know what? Let's put this bulb on, then we'll put that chute in. Because I don't need to have another problem here. And we're going to try to start it with these needle nose. Problem is this coin meter is kind of in the way. There There we go. Okay, we'll get this one bolted on, and then we can go find, I'm gonna go find some CoinMex and new bulbs. Then we'll be ready to mount the coin door to the surround, and then we can get it bolted onto the cabinet and put the lock on it. So let me go find bulbs and some CoinMex. I don't know what kind I'm going to be able to find for that. Okay, as far as the light bulbs go, this 44 is equivalent to a 47. A 47 and a 44 are both 6.3 volts. The only difference is the height of the glass. The 44, it's a little bit taller than the 47. So we'll put these 44s in there because this is what I have. So I guess this is 6.3 volts, the lighting on this one. I'm pretty sure that tapper I thought was 12 volt. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look at it. And then when you put your light bulbs in here, you want to try to pry them away from the 25-cent things so that you don't burn a hole into them. So don't let your bulbs rest up against it. So now that's installed. I'm really running out of these coin mechanisms. CoinMex, whatever you want to call them. I seem to have a bunch of them that are just, these pegs are just on one side. On these older ones, you have to have pegs on all four sides. These ones are for over-under coin doors because you'll only need to have the two because the back side locks into that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can take these pegs off of that one, off of these two, and put them on this one that has no pegs. This one right here already has all four, so let's see if this fits in there. I mean, this one might not even work for this. I'm not sure. I think it will. Well, it went in there. I don't think the return's gonna work though. Okay, the return's not matching up to this one, or maybe I just have it clipped in there wrong. Let me try to re-clip this in there. There's a little hook here that's supposed to snag this and pull this down for the coin return. Maybe because this is plastic, it's too wide. Maybe I need to be using these gold ones. Let me try one of these in there. This one's missing two pegs, but I can kind of hold it in place for now, and we'll see if it's gonna do anything or not. Let me see if this one grabs. You know what? I'm low. Maybe the plastic ones will work. Let me try that again. I think I got to kind of spring down on this when I'm putting it in. Yeah, it's underneath it. Okay, these will work. So now hopefully I can take the pegs out of these gold ones, put them onto that one. I have a bunch of these CoinMex that are missing all these studs too. I'm gonna have to find some more. I always try to put them in every single game I put back together. I just think it's kind of cool to have it functional so it can take quarters. These ones are not wanting to come out. It came out. I'm just going to thread in here though. Usually they fit for the most part. Nope, these are smaller. Crap. I'm gonna have to go see if I can't find some other ones. So I like to just find 4 pegs that I can put into there and use these 2 mechanisms that match. So let me go back to searching and I'll see if I can't find something. I'll be back. All right, I found some. These are out of another over-under. We'll see if these pegs maybe fit. I might have to go to These ones might be too big. Might have to go get a hold of my buddy and see if I can scrounge around his parts bins at his arcade. Maybe I can steal some, because I am definitely running low here. Apparently these are just like an odd size, so what we might have to do now is scrap the idea of using these two if I can't get this to thread in, and we might have to go use the other two gold ones that I just had out here and use these parts from it, from this one. Yeah, these are just odd size. They're Suzu Hap ones. So let's go get the gold ones now. Or we can even use these ones possibly. No, these are different. These we cannot use. Or can we? Yes, we can. So we can use these if I can get 4 more pegs that'll fit into there. So let me go find those now again. Okay, now these ones probably would have had those tan colored ones, those plastic ones like I put into Tapper. The Journey has them. I think Tron has them. All these older ones seem to have those plastic tan colored ones. One. Sometimes you got to use pliers to get these out. Okay, that one's done. See how it fits in here. There we go. Okay, one more. Get these wires out of the way. Okay. Good. This is going to need zip tied down here. Should be a hole right there. I'm going to go grab a zip tie and zip tie that real quick. On the bottom of these little buckets here that the coins go into for the return, there's always a hole drilled that you can put a zip tie through to hold these wires on the bottom of the door. So we'll get it started here. they're kind of a pain to get them to rotate through that hole. Okay, now I'm just gonna take these and kind of tie these two together for now. Okay, we're done with that. Now we can mount this to the ring, but look at how nice that looks. Brand new. Get these out of the way. So we need to mount this to here, and I think these were a little flathead, maybe Phillips. I'm gonna find the screws for it. Here's one. They're Phillips. I wonder if this was the one that had that silver one in the center. Because I'm not seeing a third black. Oh, nope, there it is. I remember one of these I took apart had a wrong screw in one of them. Okay, now we can get this lined up. The black speckles that I painted onto the cabinet, I was kind of like wishy-washy about it. I didn't know if I liked it. But after I put that control panel and stuff on yesterday, I really do like the way it looks. I think it looks pretty darn good. Even though that they're a little bit bigger speckles, I still think it looks good. Crushed walnut shells stuck inside the screw heads. Not going to tighten it all the way. I like to get them all three in there, and then I try to center the door in the middle of the ring so it doesn't rub on the top or the bottom. Still one in there. It's the only downfall about the crushed walnut shells is they get stuck sometimes in your threads or in your Phillips bit. Okay, actually looks pretty centered there. Let's tighten them, we'll shut it and see. Perfect. No rubbing, it's not bent or nothing. So now I got to find the nuts that go on here, and then we will get it installed onto the cabinet. Okay, now we can get the coin door mounted to the cabinet. 2 more. Okay, now I'm going to put the lock on. Okay, let's get this coin lock on. Okay. I always like mine to turn upwards, so I have to change this little cam in here. I just need to flip it around like this. So this is the lock position, so we want this to be this direction. Find my nut driver. Okay. A little loose. Just bend it back. A little too much. Geez, I can't win on this one. It's either too loose or too tight. Heck. Get it. Oh, it's hitting on the wood. That's what it's doing. A little piece of wood here. Now let me try it. There we go. Finally, coin door is done. Okay, now we can work on the lower tray. But see, I haven't put the T-molding on yet, but I think those speckles look good, especially with that black and white lower front face of the control panel and everything. So now I'm gonna find the parts and we can start putting together this these lower tracks and stuff. Okay, these are the rails that go on each side here. One there, one here, which I think I got them backwards. I think they go this way. One here and one here, because you can see this has a notch and that should be on the back side. This should go on the front. And then there's one that goes in the center of the back right here. So now we need to screw all these in. I'm gonna go around back and put the last couple in. You won't really be able to see it, so yeah, actually you can. Okay. The isolation transformer and the other transformer I can't put on this board yet because I don't have them cleaned up yet. They're still in the shop. I'll probably do that tomorrow. There's a couple hooks that go on here, which I truly don't remember what they look like. I think these might be them here. I think these are them. And they go like this, and then they hook. I think those red ones hook into it so you can't pull the drawer all the way out. And these screws are a little bit shorter. These only could be about a ½ inch long. So we should have 95% of this put together today. Okay, now this can slide into here. I gotta go grab those red ones, which are right over here. And these, I think these, I don't know. I don't remember what these, how these went. I want to say they were on this drawer for some reason. That wouldn't work. I'm gonna have to look at the video and see where these were, because it's not really making sense to me at all how these were on here, unless are they under here? No, I don't know on that one. I remember taking them off of here, especially remember because I painted them red and they were red, but it almost looks like it goes like this somehow because there is a hole in it. All right, we're not going to worry about that right now. I don't know where it goes. Let's put on the these, I believe, go here. I think those go there. I'm not positive. There's two of them. Plus we have these latches go on the door front. Then I believe there was an interlock switch on here, which I have both interlock switches right here. So I gotta find one of the interlock brackets. Pause this for a minute. Okay, I found the interlock brackets, and we have to take the control panel back off. I forgot to put these on first. I believe these go on here, unless somebody added these because it was just a metal and it didn't have the wood. I'm gonna have to open that and look. Interlock switch bracket. That goes right here. There's the interlock switch. We'll slide that in place. So that one's done. Don't know where these go either yet. I don't remember these either. I'm gonna have to go back and watch my video of taking it apart and see where some of these brackets went. I'm pretty confident that these went down here, but I don't know what their purpose is down there. But they definitely line up on each side. Maybe that's what hits on this. Yep. Okay. That's what keeps the door from coming out too far. Okay. Stop spinning. Now I know for a fact that those red ones were in the bottom of this cabinet, but I don't know what the heck were they bolted to. I mean, I see, the funny thing is I see little holes right here. Maybe it keeps it from sliding in too far, but I think that would hit, but maybe not. I mean, I see like holes right here where this would go, but would that be keeping that far out? I'm not sure on that one. Let me get the PCB. Let's get that mounted in here. Hopefully I can find the original holes of where it went. I think it goes right here on this side. I'm about 99% positive on that. So let me go grab that. Okay. And I'm going to say that it goes, I don't know if it goes this direction or this direction. Let me go look at a couple pictures. Okay, it goes in this direction. And then the these red brackets were screwed into where the legs screw in through here with a bolt, and they were just kind of spun that way. So I don't know what these are for. I don't know if somebody put these in here or what the purpose was of these. I'm not going to put them back in because I ended up spinning the legs farther up all the way almost to flush with the bottom of the wood because the cabinet was tilting back so far because they had those legs down so far. So we're just not going to put those back in. And we're going to get this mounted here where it's supposed to go. the original power supply was right next to this, so we're going to put our switching power supply there. And we're going to point these that way. And also it comes with that, I bought the converter board for it. My Galaxian has one of these, or my Galaga has one of these. Hopefully I'm not blinding you guys. So this actually just goes right in here, and if you just got to follow which way it goes. So this is +5, ground, -5, 12 volts. Okay, so we need to loosen up all these so that we can slide this into place. I don't know why they don't put a notch in these so that it would slide in farther, but I don't know. Let me grab my other drill here. It's kind of a pain in the butt doing this on the floor, but I don't really see any other way of doing it. Okay, now I want to mount this right here, but I got to put these brackets on first. Oops, I think that was the wrong screw. It was. That was an extra terminal screw. Well, staying in there now because I made the hole bigger. They gave me an extra screw for the terminals, which is fine. We don't need it. I gotta go grab some more screws so we can mount this. We'll use one of the existing holes that was here. So let me go grab some more screws. Just want to try to make sure it looks pretty straight. Put the other one in up here. Oops, wrong size. Okay, our power supply's in. We can't mount any of the transformers or the isolation transformer for the monitor because I haven't cleaned them yet. So we'll just put that back in there for now. And now we're going to mount this door. And we have to put the latches on this door too. And I'm going to start using some new screws because I used up all the old ones on certain things that weren't in the cabinet that I put screws into. But these are pretty much identical to what came in the cabinet. Okay, now we can mount our door. We use a 3/4 inch long screws. The wood's 3/4 of an inch thick, plus the hinge, and then it's got that plastic piece on the outside. Looks like that's the length they had before. rubbing a little bit over here on this one edge. Wonder if I can adjust it over it all. I mean, it could have been rubbing when I got the cabinet. I have no idea. I don't remember. Ah, there we go. Perfect. So let me open the coin door up. Of course, I took the key. Okay, I'm gonna open the coin door and we'll get these latches locked in. Okay, that's locked in. So now we can take the, you know what I forgot to do? Well, I don't know where this goes yet, but this part right here is the RGB board. And I don't have a clue where this mounts. I don't know if this mounts up by the monitor or where. It very well could. So we're just gonna put this where the coin door goes for now, or coin box goes for now. And then we have to mount this still. This is our volume knobs. And this, I think, goes to the back of this coin box. Feels like it does. So let me grab 2 screws. Let me go around to the back and we'll see if that's where that goes. Yes, it does. Okay, that's mounted. So now we can take the control panel off. Take this back off and we'll see if I forgot to put those brackets on the side. No, I don't think this cabinet has them. No, it does have them. It does have holes for them. Yep. So we need to just take those 2 latches off and put them right back on. After this, we'll put the control panel back on, then we'll put the T-molding on. Now I forgot to cut that groove in the bottom where I had to do that little bit of Bondo work, but I have a multi-tool I'll use. I'll show you what it does. Okay, why does this not want to go in? There we go. That's much better fit than it was before. I was kind of wondering how it wasn't going to slide back on me when you're playing it. That's why, because those brackets hold it in place. So let's get this coin door shut. Put this key back up here. Okay, I think we'll get the, I'm gonna clean up some of this mess. We'll get the T-molding on, then we'll put the handles on the back, and maybe we'll get the back door and stuff mounted. Okay, this is what I'll use to cut the T-molding groove in the bottom where I had to put that Bondo in there. Just a little oscillating tool. And we'll just go down here and just remake a groove so that we can get the T-molding in. More mess to clean up later. Okay, got my T-molding here. It's the black leather T-molding. Start in the back just like I normally do. Overhang it, let it be long, and we'll cut it afterwards with the knife. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut this corner here into a pie shape as soon as I find my cutters. Just a little pie-shaped cut, and then it'll allow it to bend around the corner without kinking up. And actually, this is working out real good with that laminate. If you remember, I had sanded the cabinet really good along these edges to make sure that it wasn't real thick or swollen. By doing that, it makes this laminate pretty much about flush with the T-molding. Usually the inside corner you don't need to do it. Sometimes you have to, depending on how tight of a radius. Okay, we got to do it right over here, the bottom here. Just got to cut it long for now, and we'll wrap it under afterwards. So I'm just going to leave it long. Let's go on the other side. Get this untangled. So these cutters right there. cut this now. Okay. See if we can lean this back. I gotta cut that a little bit more. You guys probably cannot see what I'm doing at all. I'm down here. I gotta cut this groove a little bit more. The T-molding got bent over a little bit, that rib. So it's not wanting to go in now. I almost got it. All right, I'm gonna have to mess with this rather than wasting a bunch of video of me fighting with this on the bottom. I'll be back. Okay, I got it. I had to lay the cabinet down, but we got it in now. So now I can stand this back up. Put my coasters back underneath it. I put these sliders underneath all these games so you can slide them around really easily. Okay, I'm going to cut this T-molding now with my knife. I'm just going to cut it flush with the back. Almost cut myself. All right. Now we're going to put the handles in. Grab this other interlock switch here, bracket. Put this on. This one went on this side right here. Okay, that's done. Here's our back door. Need to get a lock on that. Let me go find the parts for that. Actually, we need to put this cover on the interlock switch first, which will have to come back off when it gets wired up. So we got to take these two screws off, I think. So we'll put this bubble on the back door too. This one gets carriage bolts, 4 of them. I think it goes that way. Yes. Let me find the hardware for that. Okay, let's get this bubble on the back door here. A little wet still from cleaning it. You don't want to over tighten this because you'll crack the plastic. Tight. Might have to tap it in with my mallet. Drop that little piece for the cam. Have to find that. I'll be right back. Okay, let's get this nut on here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put this switch in up here real quick. Okay, this one just gets 2 screws. I dropped that? I'll have to find that one after. It's going the wrong way. Spin it. Okay, I'm gonna stick all the parts inside, the extra parts for now, and I'll be back. Found some more stuff we can put on. We're gonna put the brackets on for the monitor. All right, this video board, I'm just gonna mount it where I think it goes. You could kind of see two holes like this that go on an angle. But I'm not positive about this. But they line up. So for now, we'll just leave it there. Now I'm going to gather the rest of the parts and just stick them in the bottom of the cabinet, and then we'll close it up for now. All right, that's going to end it for now. We have to put I got to put the tags in there still. I don't know if they're in the house or not. I think they're still in the shop. I'll have to grab them. But this is what it looks like so far. I think it's turning out real nice. This is all I can do on it now. Next thing I'll do is rebuild the monitor, and then we're just waiting on the wiring harness. So that's going to end this video, guys. This is part number 6 of Wizard of War. If you guys are liking what you're seeing, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.